I really liked the painting I did of Anna from the anime Makeine, or Too Many Losing Heroine, so I wanted to do another one for this anime. And this time I want to design a painting for Lemon, my second favorite heroine. Lemon is a very athletic girl. Her skin is all tan and very dark looking from running. So originally I wanted to paint her on the track, maybe running or getting ready to run to show her athletic side. But that feels a little bit too normal, kind of what you naturally expect from watching the anime. So I want something that's a little bit different, showing a slightly different side of her. Anime girls are always drawn like very generically these days, especially these days. They all have big eyes, cute hair, just different colors, slim body. So it's really hard to tell who's pretty, who's not. From one of the episodes, someone offhandedly mentioned that Lemon is supposedly really cute and really popular. So I want to paint a different side of her, maybe a more of a girly side of her. So I thought about painting her shopping in casual clothes. She's pretty down to earth, so her style is not as fancy as Anna and is more on the practical side. Then I thought of the scene that she went to hang out with the childhood friends, well, the guy she likes, called Mitsuki Ayano. I went to Crunchyroll to look through a few episodes to actually dig up this part, to see what exactly the background and what they were doing. There are actually not too many scenes. It's just one or two shots with a food truck behind them, and they were just eating, and they were pretty small in the camera. There's not much details at all. Maybe I was just thinking the movie theater scene where Lemon accidentally confessed to Mitsuki. But anyway, that's not as interesting as this one, so I decided to stick to this. Although this is a pretty simple background, I think there are still at least some references for me to use, and the food truck is an interesting object to paint. I never painted this. I don't like the composition though. It has too much of the gray wall from another food truck maybe on the left hand side, which takes up 1/3 of the screen. In the anime though, the guy's girlfriend Chihaya Asagumo was tailing them and spying on them, so I guess the scene was drawn this way to give off a feeling like they're being observed. In my vision though, I want Lemon to be the center of focus. I kind of want to show her smiling and happy, moving on from this guy, like what I did for Anna, smiling from a sad place. While for Anna, the rooftop was the sad place that she went after she was quote-unquote dumped. So I made the gray wall smaller in this case and showing more of a food truck. And I used a pretty pink and purplish color here on the food truck to make it dreamy and cheerful. Initially, I actually drew Lemon's side view, waving to the right-hand side of the picture to maybe some friends or some new friends or boyfriend that is outside of the picture, just to show that she's done with the past and she's ready to move on to the new life. But I didn't quite like the side view because it doesn't have enough of a punch. It doesn't quite show the emotion from just the side view. I think the front view will look better. And this composition looks kind of incomplete and makes me think that I should draw the friends and people outside of the picture to make it complete. It just doesn't work well with this background. So I made her larger, standing in front of the camera with a calm smile. I quite like her outfit, so I kept it. Originally, she was wearing a small white drawstring bag. Very little details, but what I can tell from the picture, it's pretty simple and a little bit boring. So I googled and found this cute lemon purse picture, and it was actually sold on Amazon as a kid purse. But I think it's really cute and it's really playful, and it will add some more details in the painting to look at. So I added this purse on her. I had another consideration when I decided to go with this scene with a bunch of food trucks, because there are multiple structures in the background and there's a little window on the right upper corner. I think because of these structures, there's some room for me to tell some story and add some hidden details, which is the fun part, because I love when artists adding those details that's not very obvious to a painting and for me to find Easter eggs. Since it's food related, of course, I'm gonna add Anna. To make her less obvious and not grab the attention, I put her in the background in front of the food truck, much smaller than our main character Lemon, looking up into the food truck window, excited with her hands in fists, She's slightly skipping forward as well, and really happy and eager to get the food. The white dress on her is the one she wore in the episode where they all went to visit Lemon in her grandma's house. Although it's her back view only, I think it's very easy to tell that it's her from her blue hair and her haircut with a lot of volume and movements. Since Nukumizu and Anna always hang out together, I added him beside her, pondering what to get in a more normal pose, more calm and composed manner. It doesn't matter what he gets, Anna is probably gonna steal some anyway. Nukumizu is kind of plain, but I hope from his hairstyle and by being with Anna, you can still tell that it's him. Another very interesting hidden detail added here is the stalking girlfriend, Chihaya Asagumo. This upper right corner has an empty window, which is really boring, and I don't want to just paint it a black square like how it's done in the anime. I think it's just too dark and boring. So I think adding her peeking out is a great idea. Even indoors, she's in her classic stalking outfit with the white brim hat, so she looks suspicious enough. In the anime scene, there are chairs and people in front of the window, but I think that's too messy and unnecessary. So I replaced them with some trees and bushes so the focus can be directed to Chihaya. Well, this painting is overall a very cheerful one, so I tried to keep the background as light as possible, using very light washes and using very diluted colors and pastel colors most of the time. And even for the inside of the food truck and behind the window, I tried to keep the color really light with just enough contrast and cool tone to contrast the outside so it doesn't look creepy or dark. And I gave the whole painting a yellow wash to make it warm and sunny, perfect for Lemon. I'm curious what the food truck label says. I can't really guess from what it is from the letters shown. Is that a brand or something? I changed it to sushi because it's my favorite food. Also, why is the food truck selling ice cream as well? Or maybe crepe? They're offering quite a variety. Because this is one of my favorite shows of the season, I naturally look up if they have art books, exhibitions, goods, collab cafe. I thought they usually come out right after the season end, but maybe that's not true. Unfortunately, they don't have much stuff yet, and I only found some pass holder on AmiAmi and graphic t-shirt on Cospa. So I thought it was pretty disappointing. Until the other day, I was planning for my Japan trip. I do all those routine checks on those events and Ichiban Kuji website, and I saw they have a new Ichiban Kuji coming out right around the time we're in Japan. If you're not familiar with Ichiban Kuji, it's basically a prize game that's started by Bandai that is local to Japan. You pay a fixed amount to make a draw that's usually cost about 700 to 800 yen. Literally, you go up to the staff saying, I want to get an Ichiban Kuji, you pay for it, and they bring you a box to draw a ticket from. Then you get to peel open the ticket to see what you won, indicated by a letter on the ticket, usually from A to F or even H or I. A is the best prize. They're available at many places. You can usually see them in Ichiban Kuji stores. Yeah, they have their own store. And convenience stores, bookstores, anime stores, or game centers. And they have a website posting what they're currently having and what's coming out. So check it out if you're planning for your next trip and if you're interested in playing these anime prize games. And I think they actually offer online shopping now, but I'm not sure if it works for a foreign credit card. This time, the price for Makeine is pretty nice, one of the more generous one in my opinion. Well, I see a lot of the A prizes being a figure, which I personally usually don't care, because the quality is usually not that great. The cloth could be pretty thick, the frills of the skirt, for example, could be pretty thick and not delicate. And the skin tone is usually not quite right, and not much skin shadow painting, and the details are not done very well. I can pay a little bit more to get much better qualities elsewhere. And it's a draw, so you're not guaranteed to get it anyway. So unless I really like the figure, I won't even bother or hope to get it. There are also other common prizes like keychains, badges, pins, which I also don't care. What I'm interested in are the art-related stuff like prints, illustration boards, posters, and sometimes acrylic stands as well, because I just want to be able to display the art. Makeine this time is awesome because all the prizes are illustration related, exactly what I want. A prize is interesting. It's a really large panel of Anna, 76 cm tall. I wonder if it's a life-size one. She's in the kneeling pose with a huge smile. A prize is gonna be super hard to get. Even if I'm lucky enough to get it, it's probably gonna be a hassle to bring her home. I wonder if it comes folded or in a few pieces like a puzzle you have to put it together. It says it's a special illustration drawn just for the Ichiban Kuji, so it's pretty special. And the prize for B, C, D, E are all illustration boards for different characters. F is a mini acrylic board, G is a clear file and sticker set, H is a mini color paper, even I prize is a mini acrylic stand, and each draw is 750 yen. I'd be okay even if I just get the G and lower, so we'll see what I get. I will definitely get some. Oh, there's also another prize called last prize, meaning that if you get the last ticket, the prize is automatically yours. There's usually a board in the store showing how many tickets are remaining for each prize. So if you really want the last prize, a common strategy is to check out a few locations and check out the board. If there are not too many tickets left and you really want the last prize, it's probably a good deal for you to pay for all the remaining tickets. For Makeine, it's a B5 acrylic board. By the way, Genshin Impact has a Ichiban Kuji as well right now. The last prize is a set of 4 illustration boards, all B5 sizes, which is really nice. Alright, now I'm just adding finishing touches for the painting. It's the first time I'm painting a complicated scene like this, and I think it's a little bit too tight and too defined. I actually screwed up once being too loose, so the second time I over-adjusted and went a bit too tight trying to make lemon in focus and trying to paint all the details. But I think the background is much nicer, and I like how the stalker is peeking out from there. Anyway, I will definitely do more of this kind of painting because it's really fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.